am Jelonda, lifestyle freedom strategist, where I talk about all things travel, mindset, and self-care. So today I am in Playa Cayones, Costa Rica, and I'm just here to talk about some of the main lessons that I learned from quitting my job to travel the world. So, me being here actually is kind of reminiscent of my first time in Costa Rica because, listen, when I went to the airport on Sunday, today is Wednesday, when I went to the airport on Sunday, I wasn't planning on coming to Costa Rica. I was actually planning on going someplace else, but I ended up missing my flight. Super random, rookie mistake. And I ended up missing my flight, and so I was like, all right, well, I got this suitcase full of sunglasses. I'm going somewhere. What can we make happen? So they were like, well, if you wait a few hours, you can go to Costa Rica. I mean, they mentioned some other options at first, but then they were like, or, if you wait, you can go to Costa Rica. And I'm like, I love Costa Rica. I'll go there. And it's, and I sat in the terminal, and I went on Airbnb, and I found a little cabina, a little beachfront cabina, and here I am. And it totally works out, and it reminds me of my first trip to Costa Rica because that trip was also a little on the unplanned side. It was January 2013, and now at this point I had already decided that I was going to quit my job to travel the world. I just didn't know how to do that. Because it was like I didn't have anybody in my life who had ever done it, it wasn't like it wasn't a thing, it wasn't a thing to, quit your job to go travel. It wasn't like a thing to like go off gallivanting to foreign lands by yourself. Especially like especially as like a lady, as a girl, a female, a woman, right? And why do I have to use all those why do I have to use all those adjectives? But it was uncommon to the point where I had to check in with myself, like, am I crazy or am I genius? I used to have a blog that was legit one of my blog titles. I don't know if I'm crazy or genius, but I guess, what was it? I don't know if I'm crazy or genius, only time will tell. That was the name of the blog post. Because, so I had already made the decision. I had given myself to October 2013 to be able to leave. And so in January, it was like a pretty difficult time. There was like a lot of things going on. But I happened to see an opportunity to go to Costa Rica for really cheap, like dirt cheap, as long as I left within the next week. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. So I took like a couple of days off from work, and I flew to Costa Rica. Didn't know anything about it, didn't know anybody here. I didn't personally know anybody who had ever been here. I took Spanish, all through high school and like a year of it in college. But to say that I speak Spanish would be an overstatement. So I was worried about those things. I was absolutely worried about those things. And back then I had a whole lot of different fears. One that I called I don't know whatness. And I don't know whatness is what would really kind of get me down, because it was just like I just didn't know. You know what I mean? It was basically fear of the unknown. So, watching the news, watching movies, even talking to some well-meaning people would make you think that, traveling by yourself to like foreign lands is a recipe for murder, organs being harvested, being sex trafficked, whatever happened to Natalie Holloway, you know what I mean? Like, people are really trying to put that in. So there were so many mindsets and old beliefs that I had to completely get rid of, and I had to adopt new mindsets in order to actually be able to live my dream, which was to quit my job to travel. Now this bird is, watch if I move the camera, oh yeah, because there he goes. I'm gonna try to show you because he's so pretty, and he was like sitting right on the sand, right just a little bit behind the camera. So anyway, I came to Costa Rica. I didn't even realize it wasn't a beach where I was going until I got here. So I found like a place to stay for like the night that was near the airport, and the next morning I walked downstairs in my best Spanish. I said, "¿Dónde está la playa?" And and they responded back to me. They were like, in English, they said, "Which beach?" And I was like, I don't know, like where's the closest beach, you know? And and so then they told me how to get to the bus station, and it was a local bus station. I was the only person who spoke English, and you know, my Spanglish gets me through, but yeah, but I was okay. I ended up having a great time, because what I have learned is that when you plan things from like A to Z and you don't leave any space for any kind of like variation, then you're not leaving space for truly important and impactful experiences to happen, and like you're not leaving space for growth. So now I'm okay when it comes to something where it's like I don't really know the outcome of it, you know what I mean? As long as it's moving me in the right direction, as long as it's moving me in the direction of the way that I want to go, I'm cool with it. You know what I mean? I haven't had any negative experiences that would enough for me to say I'm never doing this again. As a matter of fact, I had quite the opposite, because with that last minute trip to Costa Rica, it let me know, hey girl, you're not crazy. You can do it. You came down here by yourself and lived to tell about it. You did this, you can do anything. So that trip was like the one thing that I needed in order to like really boost my confidence, in order to let me know that I wasn't crazy, that I was on the right path, and that what I was doing was what I was supposed to be doing, and that most importantly, I could do it. And I mean, it didn't matter about all the things that I worried about, or you know, people, or things that people tried to like project onto me. None of that stuff mattered. What mattered was that I had built up enough confidence in myself by taking a leap and doing something that I'm not going to say other people thought was crazy. I'm going to say I thought it was crazy. Okay, I did something that I thought was crazy, and it totally worked out. And so here we are 7 years later, and I'm in an airport, and you know, and it's like, well, where are you going? I don't know. Where can I go? Costa Rica. Boom. Next thing you know, here. So what's one thing in your life that you can do? Like, what's one thing in your life that you can do to kind of get yourself a little bit more comfortable with being uncomfortable? What's that one thing where you're like, oh, I really want to do this, but I don't know because of this. I don't know because of that. Whatever it is, stop talking yourself out of it, girl, and go ahead and do it, and you won't regret it. So I'm Jelonda. Come back and join me in. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to join me here on YouTube daily at noon Eastern Standard Time. Yes, that is every single day at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram and like my Facebook page at I Am Jelonda. That is IAMJELONDA. This is your girl Jelonda, empowering you to create a life that you love, because if you don't live your life, then who will? See you tomorrow.